Episode.
Blue Wall Podcast.
Yes, episode 58.
Back on track this week.
Did you give an O? It was less.
Oh!
Yeah, it was not as enthusiastic today.
My
What's
bad.
what's the deal? You said you felt good and rested.
Yeah, man, I felt bad today. I had a headache.
Hey, see that karaoke from Canada, Tim Hortons. I shouldn't
Who bought
I
them?
shouldn't support
Did,
them.
Who just bought? Somebody just bought. Warren Buffett just bought stock in them, maybe, or something like that.
I'm not sure.
I think so.
Well, there's no sense in announcing it for the live viewers right now what they need to do, because I don't see anybody on yet. But
Does it even show that I'm on?
yeah, we have
I'm gonna try to get on.
people join in later, but it doesn't matter. Like, we can't sit around and wait for people because this is live, and it's going to be uncut and
Yeah.
posted on YouTube or whatever you
I'm gonna try to
uploaded.
start cutting them down though, getting out little snippets. I was listening to something on iHeartRadio. That was, you know who George Norrie is? Coast to Coast AM.
No,
Google it real quick, and I'll talk about him.
I can't do that.
Well, yeah.
Wait, yeah, I can. I'll do it on my phone. Because I don't want to
Oh, you
overload
don't
the
wanna mess
thing.
with that. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm the extra guy. I should be googling that. Anyway, Coast to Coast AM comes on at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Runs till like maybe 3 or 4, something like that. But people call in and tell all kinds of stories about ghosts and aliens, Bigfoot, spiritual, religious, space travel stories. It's really cool to listen to. I love listening to it. I think it's the fun. It's my
Coast to Coast AM.
it's my guilty pleasure because most of it's just so fake, but the stories are so good. Like there's good scary stories about ghosts and stuff. So I love listening to it. But he did a thing where he just cut out the best sections of interviews, so you could listen to a 5 minutes or a 10-minute interview. You know what I mean?
Right.
Real quick. Excuse me, in case you didn't have time.
So he's out like acting like he's looking for Bigfoot.
No, he's not out. He's sitting in his studio up near Detroit. No. St. Louis. He lives around St. Louis. Because they were pretty close to the rioting and stuff. Or not riot. It wasn't really rioting, I guess. The protest.
It was rioting.
Yeah, some of it
Hey,
was, you're right.
how about this? I heard that. Think about this. That police start riots and fires.
Yeah, everybody's heard that, you know.
Think of that conspiracy.
There is a conspiracy for everything, and I bet it's true. I bet it's happened before. I bet there has been people that are law enforcement officers start trouble.
Start the riot, and then people are like, "Oh, it's a riot. Let's
Probably
join
not
in."
happened, but I bet it's not as common as you think. I bet people just get
Okay, not
stuff.
police officers in police clothing. I wouldn't imagine. Not like that type. I'm not saying. I mean like secretly undercover. Like
I know
yeah.
exactly what you're talking about, and yes, I know it happens. There's proven, documented cases where that happens, but it's a lot less common than you think. But I agree with you. Yes, that happens.
I never thought
Police
about that
officers
until
are
the
just
other day. I
like
heard something about
anybody
it.
else. They're like people at church. They're like people that work at Burger King. They're like people that work at the library. They're people.
Dude, your mic isn't on or something.
What? You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
I think I can hear me.
Keep talking.
Ask the viewers. I can't even. Pick
Is
up
your
the
switch up?
how's that? Is that a little better?
Jeez. What do you think? Can you
So I'm over here talking, and no one can even hear me. Oh, the first 10 minutes of the show, we didn't do our level checks or anything. We just,
No, we can't. Well,
you got here and we got
have
on.
level. You just didn't turn your shit on.
Yeah, well, we should have
You
checked
should-
that.
That's your rookie mistake, man.
It's true. It's true.
Everything should be ready to go. I've turned the volume all the way down when we're not here.
You should have checked it before I came in to make sure it was. It's your studio.
Hey.
You're running this show.
Hey,
Come on, man.
I'm the
This is-
CEO. I just tell
this is
people
cut
what
rate.
to do.
It's second rate. It's not up to standards.
Damn.
Okay, I just have to talk about something real quick.
Mhm.
I am not getting a live feed. Like, it's not letting me connect to any type of live feed. It's saying there is no live feed. It's
I
just
don't know what your problem is. I don't know.
you say it is going live.
Yeah.
Let me try to find it on my phone.
You want me to show? Yeah, I'm about to have to show you how to do it.
Okay.
Apparently. On the phone.
All right. My dog ate her medicine. Good job. My dog's having heart problems. It's tough times in the Deacon household, man. She's a little turd. She's the worst behaved dog I've ever had. I love her so much. But she's got heart problems.
Like your wife.
She's pretty. Sarah's well behaved.
Oh, she's well behaved.
Yeah,
And you love her for that.
I do.
Oh, wait. You said that with a kind of a smirk, like she's well behaved. Like I lined that shit out.
Please. I would never ever say anything like that. You're crazy.
I got.
Don't
her
put words in my
checked.
mouth. Hardline.
I got
Calm
her-
down.
I've got her brainwashed. I don't know. My phone, like, for some reason, won't let me go back and do this. It's frozen.
It's on there now. It finally came through.
Yeah, because we threatened it. That's like sometimes when I've had like a shitty
froze.
laptop acting up, I will. I'm like, oh, what's going on with it? I'll Control Alt delete it, like, and bring up the task manager, and I don't even have to adjust anything. And all of a sudden, it starts working fine. It's like a threat. I'm threatening. I'll shut you down and restart you, bitch.
Oh,
Wait.
okay. My Uncle Don's on.
What up? Oh, I don't even have, like, my chat isn't up. What's
Yeah.
up, Don? What up, Big D?
Yeah, man. It didn't. It's still not showing me a live picture right now. It's just going to an old one. Maybe I should just shut the whole thing down and restart it.
So, let us know if you got a.
Good picture.
Oh,
and good
yeah,
feed
because your
and
mic
everything.
is better.
Obviously, he's talking, so he's
Yeah,
seeing
you're
it.
not on. He's the only viewer right now.
Hardline. How come we can't get a tech guy? No one ever wants to stay after their first visit.
I don't know. And we were supposed to have a guest tonight.
And the weather, inclement weather.
I don't know how bad the weather
Uncle
is.
D, you'll be
but-
happy to know that it is not. We've had 1 day of sunshine since I've been back in Ohio. Every other time it's been either snowing, overcast, or colder than anything and sunny. So, missing some of that southern weather right now, that's for sure.
Yeah, I bet. It's beautiful down south.
My sister sent us a picture. They're going fishing. It's like a high of 55, and they're going fishing at the beach. They're going to the beach to go fishing out on the pier. Catch some big red snappers, cook them up on the beach in a big old cast iron frying pan. Just cook it up right on the beach. You ever done that?
I have not. That would be amazing.
It is amazing. Believe it. Yeah, you can do some cool stuff in Florida. During lobster season, hopefully, if my sister can arrange it, we're going to go take a boat and go catch some lobsters and then bring them back, cook them up, man. It's going to be fantastic.
Is lobster good?
Down to the... What'd you just say?
Is lobster good?
You've never had lobster?
No.
Why not? You allergic to shellfish?
I may be allergic. I'm
Okay,
allergic to
well,
shrimp for
stay-
sure.
Well, yeah, you're allergic
I
to
can eat
shellfish.
crab.
You can eat crab?
Yeah.
They were both shellfish, though.
There's different.
Hmm.
One's a bottom and one's not. A crab is a crab on the bottom?
I think so. It's got
And a
legs.
shrimp isn't? Or is a crab on... Yeah, I would think it's on the bottom, huh?
Yeah, unless it lives on land most of its life.
And a shrimp
crabs
swims
live in-
around? They look like they'd be on the bottom too, though. A little bit. They have a
got
tail.
legs. They
But
probably do more swimming.
anyhow, yeah, I'm allergic
I
to
wouldn't
shrimp.
chance it then, but they are.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Well, I don't
chance
know. Butter and lemon are delicious, and that's usually what you dip them in.
it.
So
You dip crab in butter.
and lemon, yeah,
I never did the lemon.
yeah. It really sets
That
off
sounds
the lobster taste.
your
I
tongue
feel
would
like it has a
tingle.
cream taste to it, like milk or like a heavy cream. That's how I think of the meat. It chews like steak, but it tastes like a heavy cream.
Really?
Yeah. Then you just
So
add
it's pretty.
you add butter
consistent.
to that mix, and
So
who
it's,
cares?
It's more
delicious.
consistent than crab, like it's consistency, like a stiffer meat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely once it cooks up.
Okay, so I got to talk a little bit about this UFC. Oh, this is horrible.
Your mic's cutting out.
You know what?
Can't get a tech guy.
Oh, no. I pulled it out. Something happened. All right, there we are. It was because I talked shit about that one podcast that haven't messed. They were like they were super famous. And they sounded worse than us, and now we're having
Which one?
difficulties. I can't remember. Oh, I think it was the one I was talking about.
They do the little skits.
With Eddie Bravo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
His.
Yeah.
I think he rents a studio. You can hear drums playing next door,
Nice.
like in the next studio or something. But
that is exactly what I want to do. I want to have a studio and rent it, and like rent it to people for $25 an hour.
dude, you could do it with trailers.
Yeah, that's true. You'd have to soundproof it
You
somehow.
would gut them, and then you just build new partition walls.
You'd have to build walls up all the way around it. You would have to gut it too, because you'd have to have thick walls to make it soundproof and good material, good insulation. But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. That'd be a cheap way to do it. Shipping container, huh?
Yeah.
About $5,000, right? Or $10,000. How much does a shipping container
I don't
cost?
know.
I think it's about $5,000.
That's awful lot.
Nah, it's a building, you know. It's a building.
True.
It's strong enough to be buried. It's a, you know, I mean, you can do anything with it.
Yes, very true. But I got to talk about this UFC situation. I don't know if anybody has heard about John Jones.
Everyone's heard about John Jones snorting coke. Man, I just feel like they're sending the wrong message here, man.
Listen to this. Well, they're not disciplining him.
No.
Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Right.
How hard have they been cutting down on like marijuana? You know, if you're going to cut down hard on drugs, steroids, testosterone, marijuana, you got to cut down hard on cocaine, and that's not how you do it.
They suspended this chick in the RFA or CFA for testing positive for something in like some type of diuretic.
Yeah.
It was in like a flour or something that she ate, like as a diuretic, but it's a natural flour.
Yeah.
And it's losing weight, not performance enhancing, and he's doing cocaine and doesn't get suspended at all because I'm in rehab. Hey, it's just like all those famous people were cheating on their wives and spouses and things, and then they're like, yeah, I'm an addict. I checked into sex addict rehab. I was an addict, and it's okay. Write that cheating off.
When it comes down to it, Reebok wants to keep him. You know, the UFC doesn't want to punish him.
He lost Nike after the John Jones or the Cormier brawl.
Yeah, well, that's just the way it is.
So do you think Reebok's going to keep him?
Oh, they already said they were. They said they're going to support him, stand behind him.
Man, see, that's what's crazy is like who knows how much he's doing, and like he's still probably the
good for him for getting help.
baddest
You know what I mean?
dude on the planet.
What I'm saying is, if you're going to let things like this slide, well, then you got to let it slide. You can't focus on one person and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give more severe punishments to other people. That's not fair. That's no example to set.
So yeah, I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast when he found out, and he was just like, "No way" or whatever. Well, Brian Redband is probably his tech guy.
Yeah.
Really, but he was like, well, okay, so it's December 4th. They look up how long it's in your system. It said 3 to 4 days.
Hours?
No, it said 3 to 4 days, and they're like, okay, so now all we have to do is look at his Twitter account and see what he was tweeting 3 to 4 days before December 4th, so around the 1st or the 2nd, And they go back. This is all just like this. Bam, bam, bam. They go to his Twitter. Bam. He was saying, "Goodbye, Brazil. Thanks for the good time. See you next time," or something like that on his Twitter account.
Goodbye,
That-
Brazil. It must have been a real good time.
Yes, and they're like, "That's it. That's exactly
It
what
was
happened."
Brazil.
He was down in Brazil partying,
Somebody slipped him something.
which that was like
That's just
A
how
month.
they party down there.
a month out of the fight.
Hold on. We got a Del Monte green beans and Longhorn Steakhouse. I got AT&T Digital earlier and Posted ad.
Post it.
Yeah. I'm going to write this down, though. This is why we need to get our own website. Also, people can pay us to run commercials.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we'd have to pay for the website to do that.
No, we wouldn't. You get a free one.
You think you can get a free website and then
Put a player
What
on
we're
it.
gonna run commercials on our during our show or what?
Yeah, just like they do.
We're
20
gonna run them
Every 20 yeah, except for people
unless
are
you
gonna
guys
pay
give us $9.95 a month. No, $2.95 a month in Bitcoin. we and then we won't run commercials on you.
You're talking about a premium. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can divide it into all that, but you could get somebody.
That's why we have these ideas, but we don't know how to do them. I don't know how to do shit with a computer like that.
I know Tanner does.
Well, we might have to see what's up with him.
Yeah, we do.
Because it ain't me.
I got to do something real quick.
Oh, did you read that sign?
Don't let there be no. I seen the no cell phone sign, but I got to do something real quick. Entertain him, clown.
Okay. So JonTron's gonna get out of rehab and just be fine. It's gonna be all he's recovered. He probably isn't an addict. He probably just got caught on it, like had a good time in Brazil.
Yeah.
He's in Brazil.
But what I'm saying is, you can't punish people one way and
not everybody the same.
and then just give him a smack on the wrist and say, "Hey, have a 2-week vacation wherever your rehab is."
right.
What do you got to go to counseling? You stay in a hotel room. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's ladies there for him if he
Yeah.
wants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mr. Jones, it's like Enter the Dragon.
Massage.
It's like on Enter the Dragon, they bring those ladies in and that remember what was his name? Jackson or whatever. He's like, "I'll take you, 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 and you. And excuse me, ladies, if if the other ones that he didn't pick, he's like, I'm a little tired." Shit, that was a good one.
What was it? Ping pong, where they brought around dudes. Well, no. What's the ping pong movie?
Balls of Fury.
Probably it had Christopher Walken in it.
Yes,
And
yes.
instead of girls, they brought boys around.
Yeah, yeah. That was hilarious.
He's like, "Oh no,
In
we got
short-
to. He's gonna kill me if I don't." He's like, "No.
So next weekend we have there's a fight card. It's like, is it Conor McGregor and Dennis Seaver?
Yeah, Connor, and also Cerrone and Henderson.
And the guy I know, Charles Rosa, he's from Boston. He's getting a fight in his hometown. I'm the guy from Florida
Nice,
that fought Dennis Seaver for his debut.
nice.
So Charles Rosa is fighting in this one. That'd be awesome to be able to get your hometown, your second UFC fight. Wouldn't it? At the Garden. Chubbs?
Hold on, I'm trying to get some pertinent information. What was it?
Your second UFC fight? Fighting in your hometown?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I never had a fight in Chillicothe. I always wanted to too.
I did. I fought in Chillicothe once.
Was it cool?
I wasn't
Did you get a lot of local support?
I wasn't from Chillicothe at the time.
Oh yeah, that sucks. But you've had
But yeah.
fights down in
when
Portsmouth,
I fought
right?
in Portsmouth,
Yeah.
yeah, I probably made more there than I did in my first pro fight. By just selling tickets and tables down there. Man, Chubbs, here's what you need to do. Turn your mic thing on talking to it so we know what you're texting.
I'm texting Tanner. I'm going to see if
I
he'll
know
set
you
up a
should
website.
say it so we can hear it and it'll be done. You can't type very fast.
Hold on. Just go about your conversation.
You can't just go like
I'm
bugging-
going rogue.
People have lives.
Wild card. I'm going rogue.
All right, so I'm trying to. All right, I'm gonna look up this card. Is what I was trying to do. Brock Lesnar.
Is he thinking about fighting again?
I don't know. There was talk. CM Punk is. He signed for the UFC.
Yeah.
You're doing a live call. You are roguing it.
Rogue. Wild card. Until he loses. Uncle D is talking about John Jones. Yeah, but he's good. He probably
Your
won't
call
lose
has
for
been
quite some
forwarded
time.
to an automatic voice message system. Is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
Will do.
When you have finished recording, you may hang up or
wanna say
press
something?
1 for more
You
options.
can leave. All right, leave a message.
Hey Tanner, what's up? Give me a call back. I wanted to ask you about helping me set up a website for the Blue Wall podcast. I'd appreciate it. Just give me a call back at your earliest convenience. All right, thanks, buddy.
And you're live.
Hopefully he calls us back by the end of the podcast. Maybe we can get this website locked down.
Yeah. Tap Out is becoming an official WWE sponsor.
Good for them. That's a big market.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure that you see a lot of Tap Out shirts at WWE.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I think you're right. Ooh, I gotta get that oiled.
Mine squeaked a little bit, too. It's all right. Quit messing with it.
I appreciate that tea so much, sir.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's like almost tradition now.
Yeah. Oh,
They don't even have the card on here? What? Oh, what?
didn't Don Cerrone just fight?
He is fighting on this card.
I know. So didn't he just fight?
Yeah. Yeah.
He must have locked. Who got hurt? Did somebody get hurt?
Nope, he just begged for another fight. Got
Yeah,
put
so
on.
who-
Oh, Alvarez. He's fighting Benson Henderson. Eddie Alvarez
That's
got
going to be a
hurt.
great fight. I like Don Cerrone. Whenever he had that, who did he fight? Nate Diaz, right? The tall one.
Yeah, Nate, the younger brother.
Like a lot of people say he lost that fight bad, and he did lose kind of the boxing bad, but he kicked him and swept his legs like 15 times. I mean, to me, that's something.
Yeah.
That guy has a weakness, and he's being exploited, and they're not counting it for anything.
Right.
When they would count, if he kind of just threw him down to the ground and got right back up, you know what I mean? They would count that. And
Yeah, I don't believe that in MMA if you get a takedown and the guy starts getting right back up and you don't control it for at least
you
3
don't think
seconds.
they should count that, but they
No.
do.
No, they shouldn't, because in grappling like Abu Dhabi,
Yeah.
the ADCC or whatever, they won't they wouldn't count it. It's not a takedown. And then depending on your takedown technique, like if you get takedown into guard, it's 2 points. If you get a clean takedown, so a takedown into a dominant position like side control or mount or any other position, that's not in guard, it's 4 points. So, that like they need to figure out a way once you're starting to grapple, but there are different. You can't have it. The judges aren't going to be able to know, like, oh, that was a judo takedown. We'll score it judo match, and you know what I mean. Or, oh, that was a ADCC takedown. We'll call that 4 points since they didn't throw them. It would have to be like, but they need to factor that in though.
Yeah.
That those once you're grappling, it's not a boxing scoring system. There's no way you can do it that way.
The sport's still pretty young, the way it is right now. How old is it now? 20 years, maybe?
Yeah. No.
No, not even 20 years, right?
93?
But it's not the same as it was. You know what I mean? When
99?
yeah, whenever Dana White changed, you know what I mean, got it and got some rules.
97 or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So, like, you know, close to 20 or 15, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's getting close to 20.
So now you're going to have people retiring from the sport that may want to be judges. So maybe we'll start scoring it better. You know
Well, that's
I mean?
what they're trying to do is get guys that are
Ex-fighters.
yeah to be the
That's
judges.
smart. That's the best
I
way
mean,
to do it.
Yeah, they should be required almost because they are getting people in. They're saying, well, this is how you score it: ring control or aggression and damage or something like that.
Yeah, they don't score for damage, right?
But the thing is, if they don't even know what like a triangle is or an armbar, the guy on top could be, trying to punch and not really landing, but looking aggressive, but not making damage.
Yeah, I've
the guy
seen
on
that
bottom's
many
going
times.
for submission after submission.
I've seen that a lot of times. They do that. I've
so-
seen them stop. Well, I mean,
And
you
they
know,
need
I
to
guess
know
you're
how
always
to
going to have
judge.
some bad stoppages, but I've seen them stop fights where they're not really hitting them. They're like hitting them in the shoulder or hitting off the side. Whoa, hitting off the side of him and hitting the ring or something like that, the mat.
I fought that. Well, when I fought him, that fight we were talking about when I was in Portsmouth, the guy was he was like 6'4",
Yeah.
155, and he just was trying to go off on me. And it was kind of that same scenario. I was on my back a lot or rolling. I was in like grappling mode. And
Ew. Somebody else just logged in. Just had to say what's up.
what's up? Go on, start your free account so you can get on the chat line.
Social
Let us
stream.
know you're-
Click on it.
Let us know who's out there.
Follow us if you haven't followed us yet.
The guy's just throwing. But as long as I was moving, like he wasn't really landing anything, he was wearing himself out. But I was throwing submissions. But he probably won that round just by being aggressive, looking. But I was being just as threatening off my back. He was having to defend things.
Yeah.
But they're not going to score it that way in MMA, I guess,
Yeah.
unless they start becoming more educated on grappling.
Okay. I understand what
I mean,
you're
I'm
saying.
sure that a lot of the judges can recognize a rear naked choke, a key, submissions, but there's a lot in between from when you start on your feet to that submission.
Yeah, but then you got to think, what are you going to do it just for the attempt or how almost successful the attempt was? Was it locked in good and everything and the guy got saved by the round, or if just attempting it at all?
In grappling, if you go to a 0-0 at the time limit, I don't know if ADCC does, I think Naga does, you get an advantage.
What's that?
So it's like if I came to a near submission, made you defend, you had to recognize and defend that. I'm in an advantage.
Pokalicious is asking about the guest tonight.
Yeah. Apparently the weather was too bad and he couldn't make it. But anyhow, he stood us up.
Which it is it's supposed to be freezing rain tonight, so.
It is. There were some slick
I mean,
spots.
it's
but
Ohio. That's what happens here.
I salted the driveway.
Oh, did you? I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I was wondering if I was going to go out and my car had slid down
Yeah.
out into the highway. Like, son
Then I
of a...
went out and salted it when I got home to make sure because it was getting slick.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That.
But what was I talking about?
Fighting, MMA.
Yeah, we were
Wrote
there.
it
I was
down.
talking about it. I was talking about a fight.
Scoring.
Scoring, yeah.
How
like,
far into a submission do you have to be
Right,
before you consider it
advantage.
a point?
You get the advantage. Like if I put you in a rear naked choke, and I got it, you would have to defend it or you're gonna go out. So even though if you defended it and I didn't get you, I have the advantage.
I've got a long neck. I always got choked out in practice,
Really?
especially by little people like Kenny.
like a
Oiler.
fish line arm,
They got tiny little arms and they're just
piano
like,
wire.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. It's like piano wire. So, you know, he's like 120 pounds and he's climbed on your back and he's like, ah. It's messed up. But yeah. So I know what it's like to go to sleep, especially
Yeah,
because sometimes you just, you know, you don't want to tap out to the last minute and
really, and
it's
you
too
just
late.
go for a nap.
Yeah, it's too
You
late.
did that often?
Yeah.
I think I sort of did one time.
I've learned how to, but that's how I learned how to get out of it. You know what I mean? The ways that you should like move your head or your chin or
right
where
once you
should
get
try to
that
stick
deep
first.
when you push that limit, you're testing the limit
Exactly.
to like
yeah.
am I going out like yeah.
It's a weird feeling, and you know when it's happening. It's like, oh man.
And it's just like it starts closing.
Yeah.
Man.
So
it's
then
weird.
if you can get it in time, you just hurry up and tap. But a lot of times you go out
Sometimes
for
it
a minute.
closes, right?
Yeah.
And some of those times, if you don't say anything, nobody knows you were even out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't know. Like you're like you felt like it could have been a little
What
while,
happened?
but
Oh,
they're
you
like,
got
"What do you mean?
choked."
What happened? What do you mean? What happened? You're fine." We're like nothing happened. Oh, okay, cool. I was just wondering if you knew what position you had. You know, if you knew where you were at.
Yeah, that's definitely happened quite a few
Proper
times.
control. So, yeah, you think Conor McGregor's gonna beat Dennis Seaver?
Yeah.
How?
I
Do you think he's
like-
gonna knock him out.
I really like Ben. I also like Henderson and Cowboy Don Cerrone. So that's going to be probably the fights. That's going to be the fight I really want to see.
Cowboy and Donald
Yeah.
Cerrone is the same guy.
Yeah,
Benson Henderson.
yeah. I said Henderson and the Cowboy Donald Cerrone.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
You wasn't paying attention to me, was
Apparently,
you?
I wasn't.
I want to see that fight. I think that's the one that's going to be the more
Yeah.
exciting out of them. I hope it doesn't go all 5 rounds, but I have a feeling it is
I bet.
because they're both tough, man. I mean,
I'd say Conor McGregor, Dennis Seaver goes the distance.
oh really? Dennis Seaver knocks people out though.
I know. And if it goes later, we might see. I don't know.
I think that's going to be.
He-
I think that's going to end in like the first or second round.
He's just like a ninja. He looks like a ninja turtle. His back, how it's like hunched, like huge hunched
That's actually
shoulders.
very funny because it's very true that he does look like a Ninja Turtle.
I know. I've always said that.
Yeah, that's a really
I'm
good
not making
call.
fun of him, but
No,
it's
just-
like
I got
it's
you.
like he look.
Ninja Turtles are awesome.
He should like don that nickname
Yeah.
somehow, like Donatello or something. Whoa,
fifth turtle?
Dennis Donatello
No,
Seaver.
he'll be the 5th turtle.
He
or
is.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Dennis the
The
fifth
lost turtle.
Yeah. He should get a tattoo of a shell on his back. Well, come on, man. Why
That
not?
is so funny. He should get a tattoo of a shell on his back.
That would be the shit, man.
I bet there is somebody out there with a tattoo of a shell on their back.
With a back like that.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Do you
like
think
that.
he had developed that back from fighting? You know what I mean?
No.
Like being in that stance,
Stance,
like
maybe.
trying to be hunched over all the time.
He's just got a lot of muscle, is what it is.
He does have a lot of muscle right
Yeah.
back there. It is crazy.
Yeah. That's,
So he's not like
can
deformed.
knock people
That's why
out,
I'm not
man.
making fun of him. He made himself that way. I'm gonna put all this muscle on my back
yeah.
like a turtle shell.
Okay.
When I flex the right way, it looks like a turtle shell.
Turtle.
Yeah, mine squeaks there too.
Yeah. it
Oh,
squeaks
here's
bad.
how you prevent that. When you move it, you lift up on it a little bit, and it takes the pressure off of that screw.
Mm.
Got it.
Well, you should oil them, man.
There's a screw in there that tightens it up that keeps it in place. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that worked. Tightening that. Yeah. Oh, all right. Way to go.
Yeah,
Good job. Thank you, Hardline.
I am the technician.
Yeah. We can't get a tech guy for
I'm
every
tech-
time they come in.
I'm tech guy for life.
They come in one day and then never see him again.
So, you think you're saying Conor McGregor's gonna stop him?
No, I bet they go the distance. I just have a feeling they're going to go the distance.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my gosh. There is a guy with a turtle shell tattooed on his back.
are you serious?
Yep. Turtle back tattoo.
We need to hook the projector to your.
And there's a guy with a ninja turtle, a mean looking ninja turtle in the rain on his back.
Wow, this is
Google
amazing.
it. Oh no, because you don't want to slow it down. Never
Yeah,
mind.
it might kick us off if I
Yeah.
get overloaded. If we had the, doesn't matter. Nobody can see it at home.
That's true. Yeah. Oh yeah. We can't. There ain't a way to take it through the. What's the one app that we Minicams? There's not a way
Yeah.
to do it through Minicams. Show image or project image.
If I was doing it,
What do you mean?
if I was doing it, not you,
That's true.
it would be hooked to yours.
I gotta find a way to do that. To log in. Can there be two people logged in at once?
I don't
No,
know. I don't think
Probably
so.
not. Maybe.
For that pro version, you have to pay $100 for it.
There's no way I'm doing that.
I
I'm
know.
saving all my money right now.
Yeah.
Saving. I'm either trying to get a house, a business, or move. One of those three things. Maybe I'll move, or maybe I'll get all three. I don't know. But I'd like at least one of them. I'm looking for buildings, man. I really want to find a studio space. Keep your ear open. Cheap, though.
You think there's money in it?
Yeah, I do.
Man. It's something I like doing. And I'd thought about that. I'd be
But you
willing.
don't have to do it if you don't want to.
I'm just saying I would be willing to. I'm interested in a in
that
something.
yeah, that
Partnership
field.
or something or
It would be like the rec center down in Masseyville, except for it would be video, not audio.
I don't know what the rec center in Masseyville is.
That's that studio down there. They've produced everyone. I mean, they've cut tapes for every famous person you ever known down there. That's a singer. It's a
In-
school.
Masseyville. Right here.
Yeah, it's like
in
it's
Chillicothe.
a super advanced. Oh my gosh,
For every famous people.
I gotta look this up for you now.
Yeah. You're gonna have to. Right, okay, so it's an audio studio. Like bands.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so you're saying bands from around here or
No. Yeah, I guess there could be bands from around here, but also people from all over and big names.
in Little Masseyville right here.
Yeah, I know.
It's not even
amazing.
really a town, right?
It's a place.
Right. It's not even a town. They don't have a if you don't have a McDonald's or a Walmart, you're not a town, right? Well, no, I can't say that. A dollar store maybe. If you don't have a dollar store, you're not a town. You're just a community.
Oh, come on, man. Where are you at? Okay, I know what I'll call it.
Joe Waters' place. See, the guests are faster than you. And they're on a 15-second delay. Joe Waters.
Maybe.
What rock am I living under? Why would I know there's a
'Cause it's pretty
recording
big shit.
studio in the middle of nowhere?
There it is.
Pretty big shit for who? To who? I don't like.
Oh, you don't like music?
Yeah, but I don't
Okay,
care
then.
where it's recorded
You got
at.
30 instruments over here. You don't like music?
But like
What if you wanted to get something recorded? That's a big thing.
I got the shit to do it right here. That's a big thing.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
So, so are you finding anything?
Yeah.
All right. So
That's one of their rooms. They got like 3 buildings down there.
All right.
See, it's nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they do professional work there. I wish they had information on like their history, and you could tell me like overview maybe, spotlight maybe. It's also a school, I believe, so people go down there and learn how to do these things. Pay to send you down there and work for a little bit and get your
Experience.
get your tech game up.
Get my internship done.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that is good.
So
Want to visit the wreck? Just give us a call. Maybe we should have them on the show. We should give them a call and ask them if they want to do the show and tell us what's down there. We can do a show from down there. I know they have internet. I'm going to write it down. I hope I don't forget it. Do a show at...
we're not gonna do this show at that place because
I wrote it down on my pad. I understand.
Chubbs wanted to also tour the chip factory one
The
time.
hers. And I want to desperately now because they don't sell them at Kroger's anymore.
So you want to get your hands on some hers.
Well,
You want the connection,
no, listen.
the recipe.
Kroger's
Let's steal the
that's
recipe.
a local business.
No, we're not gonna steal the
We
recipe.
have a
a joke.
shipping place and a receiving, and I think they even make some chips over there down in the East End. You know that, right?
Yeah.
The Hers Potato Chip
They
Factory.
don't make a lot of varieties, I
No.
wouldn't assume, because it's not that big. But
They don't, but they probably make a lot of one variety and then ship them out to the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway,
They're like
they
sour
should
cream
sell that
cheddar
at
headquarters.
Kroger's. I'm talking with my hands again. They should sell those at Kroger's because
Powerful.
I want to support a local company that pays people's bills locally.
Right.
I appreciate that. And they don't
We-
sell them. I got to go out to Kmart.
Yeah, we need hers.
And I don't like shopping at Kmart
And
for my
community
groceries.
market shut down. How about Save a Lot?
I think there's something's coming in there. Though.
How about Sack and Save or Save a Lot? Do they have hers?
I don't think so. Maybe they do. Yeah, I think they do, actually.
If you were talking local,
I think Save a Lot does.
come on now.
But that's far out for me, man. That's all the way out Western
Just
Avenue.
hit it on the way on to the
It's not
Blue
like
Wall
for
studio.
you. It's 5 minutes from
You
you.
can hit it on the way to the studio. Get your hers. You don't need no hers potato chips.
It's for my wife. I don't need them.
She doesn't need them either.
Yeah, she does.
No, she
Yes,
doesn't.
she does.
She needs something else.
No, she needs
She
potato
doesn't
chips.
need junk food. She needs sweet potatoes.
No,
Sweet potato fries.
she hates sweet potatoes.
She needs potato fries baked in the oven. Or chips.
Why?
You need to make your own chips baked in
She
the
needs
oven.
the fat and the carbs.
Well, you can get that like from oils and other
Other
things.
nutritious
You can't
fats,
just let her eat all these like
chemicals.
yeah. Man.
Listen, she eats whatever she wants. She's a very picky eater, so I am not going to be trying to get. She doesn't like trying new things, healthy things, anything at all.
Just think
She
that
likes mashed
woman-
potatoes. She likes noodles. She likes macaroni and cheese, Velveeta. You know what I mean? She likes pizza. These are the things.
Just
that
think
she
that
likes.
woman may want to carry your child one day, and
She
that
will, for
child's going to be
sure.
in there getting all these chemicals
Well,
as it's developing. All these
We'll
chemicals she's
change it up.
shoving
We'll
down.
change it up then. How about that? We'll give her till
No,
then.
it'll
to
be
change
too
it
late.
up.
It won't change.
You know, the baby will be saturated in it already.
yeah, he's like saturated in gummy bears
Nah.
and Oreos.
I don't think it's too big of a problem because, people have been doing it for already several decades. So,
But yeah, I'm sure your wife can eat whatever the hell she wants to
it's
eat
true.
with no regrets. But I don't know. There are consequences.
They
to
used to.
put-
I know. They used to sell hers at Kroger's, but there was some type of. The hers people weren't getting the chips on the shelf in time, so they would have a empty shelf, and they're supposed to pay like a fee, I think, or something. I think this is what happened. I'm not sure. And yeah, that's stupid. You know what I mean? Just let them stock it when they can. They got a big area,
Chubbs, how'd you score a chick 10 years younger?
I don't know, man. I'm just awesome.
Okay, so
She's
where'd you guys
11
meet?
years
Where'd you
younger.
guys meet?
At work.
You met at work, and you're like, "Oh, check out that chick. I'm gonna see what her name is." You like? Did you work together? Or like,
Yeah, we worked together for like
I mean, at the
over a
same
year before
place,
I
like,
even pursued her. So
right? But I mean, at the same place, like, you had to talk to each other every day, or like you just kind of cross paths.
It could go either way.
Did you have to talk for your job, or did you just like you're like off the like waiting for a client, and you're like trying to talk then, or was it like part of work? Like, okay, I got this client coming in, da da da.
when
you
I
gotta
had
let-
discussions with her?
Yeah,
No,
like
it's pretty casual. I didn't have to tell her any of my client business, and I didn't have to know if she had.
right. So,
clients.
but you were just always there at the same
Yeah.
place. And then, like, then one day you just dropped the question, like, "Hey, you want to go have some Olive Garden?"
Kings Island.
Oh, Kings
I said,
Island.
"Do you want to go to Kings Island with a group of people?"
Smooth. There you go. Yeah.
And then nobody else showed up but me and her.
Whoa, are you serious?
She thinks I tricked her. into
Are you
going-
serious?
Yeah. So,
So
I made her pay for it too. She paid for her
So-
own ticket.
it might not be me. It might be you that nobody's coming in.
Might be. I made her pay for her own ticket too.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah, but it worked out somehow. I don't know. She had fun. I ate a bunch of blueberry ice cream from one of the Smurf frozen yogurt stands or whatever. And I got so sick. My stomach started hurting so bad. It was so hot.
Lactose intolerance.
No, it was just so hot that it was like turning in my stomach. I was like, and I got the large. Like, oh, I shouldn't have ate all that ice cream, and it's hot. Riding roller coasters
Oh, man.
kind of put
I
a
bet.
cramp on my day. But
So you invited her to Kings Island, and she paid for her own ticket. And okay, so where were you? Were you supposed to meet some people and ride with them?
no,
like
we was
to-
all supposed to meet and go together. Yeah, and it was just me and ended up just be me and her. But
And like you were like sitting around like
I'm cool dude because I got this nice ass motorcycle. You know what I mean? So that's pretty badass.
did you ride it there?
I
No.
rode it. I'd known her a year. You know what I mean?
Did
So
you guys
she-
drive there together?
Yeah.
You didn't make her drive separate
No.
and
no.
buy her ticket? What a dick! Why
No.
didn't you?
Because
I thought you
I
were.
felt like
I thought you were a dirtbag.
I like to save gas.
Oh, just a little dirtbag.
Just a
Okay,
little bit.
right. So you split gas money.
yeah, exactly. I was just coming off of fighting MMA, so I was in relatively good shape. I'm handsome, charming, and witty. I got my stuff together fairly well.
And you're like
I'm not an abuser. I'm good to her.
2 hour,
treat her right.
a
treat her
2 hour
well.
ride one way in the car with this chick gives me plenty of time to seduce her.
And we had
Psychologically seduce.
we had good conversation, so I liked her, and she liked me. I guess that's how that happened.
Did you guys kiss at Kings Island?
No.
No. It was long after.
Just some
it
holding
was at the
and-
movies.
Hand holding and some.
Oh, you did? You
Yeah,
did a little
yeah,
hand
yeah,
holding?
yeah.
It got like that point.
And
it was
then-
like, oh, first date shit.
Then we went
right
on
there.
like 3 or 4 other dates, and then we started getting serious. Like talk, like do you want to pursue a relationship? Because I don't like to get. You don't like to you don't want that stuff to go too long. You got to know where your other
Yeah.
person is like. Is this just for fun, or are we pursuing something? So, I think we had that conversation like 3 or 4 dates later, and then she's been making me a better person ever since. And that's the truth.
so
That's not just because I'm on air and she could be watching or listening.
you
That's just the truth.
held hands and hugged.
I'm not going to get you any more
And
intimate
have
details.
you ever apologized to her for making her pay for her own ticket?
No. 'Cause
Not
that-
like,
I
hey,
thi-
you know
that's
what?
fair,
I'm sorry. That was like, I invited you. I should have.
Yeah, that was a fair.
Even
thing
if
to do.
everybody else showed up, I should have paid for your ticket anyhow because I invited you. Like, and if I liked you, I obviously liked you, and I wanted you to be there. I should have been Hey, but you know what? Nice guys finished last. You were a dickhead, made her buy her own ticket. and
Well,
look,
she
win.
may have hated me, and then where am I at? Paying for Kings Island and a trip down there, and
Oh, like you went overboard.
I don't. I'm not rich.
Oh, this
man.
guy's trying to show me he's rich or something. He's trying to pay for my Kings Island ticket and shit.
I just didn't have the money to do it.
Hey, when it all comes down to it, we know who wears the pants in your house because we know what names we wanted on these pins.
Yeah. And we got
And we did not get
Deke
those
and Jeremy.
names.
Who are those guys?
Yeah. Who the hell is Deacon Jeremy? It's Chubbs and Hardline.
Hardline, yeah. Gosh.
God.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's how I fell in love.
So recently, have you gone to both Kroger's?
Yeah. Kroger stopped carrying them because of that feud
Recently?
with having the shelves restocked, apparently. Yeah, recently, it's been at least a year, though.
Breaking news. This just in.
No, it's been a year at least.
Oh, that is not. Oh, Marlena pull some shit like that to me.
Well, that is kind of recently, you know?
It depends on what you're talking about.
That's true. Well, they've
Like-
been carrying hers for 30 years, and they haven't been carrying them for 1 year, so it's fairly recently in the history of the Hers-Kroger relationship. You know what else is good? Grippos. You ever had a Grippo?
No.
They make pretzels and chips.
Oh, they're like in little bags or something, little things, bite-sized things.
No.
It seems like I've seen it.
Maybe, I think you're thinking of Grips.
Yeah.
No, these are called Grippos. They're a company out of Cincinnati. They make barbecue chips and pretzels. Very good.
I don't eat barbecue chips and pretzels, man.
I'm sorry, man. What do you want? Some dehydrated beets
I'll tell you what I've been doing.
with
No.
sweet potatoes?
You know what I've been doing?
What? have you
I've been
doing?
getting the Ezekiel
Bread?
tortillas.
Oh,
No,
okay.
the tortillas. There's like less
And I got another post. of
less
that.
things in those than in the bread. I turn on the oven with 350. I like kind of coat them with a little bit of olive oil, some salt, like Himalayan salt
Hey,
or sea salt,
I am going to need these. I told you I'm going to start helping
and
my dad eat
I
better.
bake them and make my own tortilla chips and have like hummus that Marlena makes or
So the
Or
Ezekiel
assistant. She's
bread
the
is
assistant
just
right now.
Sprouted grains, right? So it doesn't
yeah,
have any
it's
wheat.
all sprouted grains.
So there's no gluten in it.
Right. There's gluten in the bread. They have a wheat gluten in it. But it's all sprouted grains. But yeah, I noticed that today, but the tortillas don't.
Ah,
The tortillas
interesting. Because
are
I used to eat Ezekiel bread whenever I was
that's what I eat.
trying to eat right.
Yeah.
It's easier just to give. Well, I don't know. I guess if you toast it, it's good.
Yeah, that's how you have to do it. You got to
Yeah.
toast it or do something with it.
Which
I make French
toast
toast.
with peanut butter.
I'll tell you,
Hey,
hey, I'll tell you
listen,
another thing
there's
I've been
5
doing.
people on, and I'm only hearing from 2 people.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with that?
Make sure you go start your free Ustream account so you can get on the chat line and let us know you're there. I'll tell you what else I've been doing
What's that?
is pancakes. I've been making these banana flaxseed pancakes out of buckwheat
Do you eat oats?
and oat bran. Yeah.
If you grind up oats into a flour, they make a nice pancake.
Yeah, oat bran too.
Don't say it like
Just
that.
get over it. I do this.
Jeez.
Okay,
don't
so
mock
I got
me.
I do that. I make my own berry syrup out of like blueberries and strawberries or raspberries and water. That's all I do. I put some honey in with the pancakes and the bananas and stuff. And then I've been putting yogurt, Greek yogurt, like on
Yeah,
over
gotcha.
it with the berry syrup over that.
Is it plain Greek yogurt?
Yes.
Okay, so it tastes like sour cream.
But then you have the syrup over it too, so it gives it like a little bit of a tartness or whatever. But the pancakes are a little bit sweet and the syrup is, and I've been liking that yogurt on my pancakes lately.
My problem would probably be portion
Greek
control.
yogurt.
I'd love to eat that, but I'd like to eat 3 of them probably.
They're pretty fulfilling.
Yeah, all that like the oat flour is very heavy. Like
We have organic coconut flour
yeah,
as well and sugar.
Don't
coconut
brag.
Sugar or something like. Well,
jeez.
man, you're trying to throw grind up some oats and make a flour. But yeah, I've got all kinds of cool
Recipes. Well,
recipes.
I'm probably gonna be picking.
You
your
saw me
brain for some
those
of them.
eggs I made. I just was like, what do we have? Whipped it up, bam,
I got to get him.
quinoa. That quinoa,
Quinoa?
was the shit, man. I haven't had quinoa in a while. I made it
About
last night,
couscous.
but I'm putting in my eggs. It's good. Couscous.
What is it? Like, what is the flavor?
Quinoa?
Yeah.
It's not really a flavor. It's just a texture, kind of like a. I don't know what it looks like, really.
Well, what does it look like?
Little,
me out.
Little round, like chia
Pellets?
seed size little things, and then you boil them, and they like a little spiral thing comes out. They're called. Yeah, like it does that, and then
So you boil the seed and
and
it
it kind of
pops,
pops, yeah,
like popcorn almost, but very
And,
tiny.
Yeah, a little thing comes out, and I mean, I would
So is
compare
that what
to
it is? A little
rice.
seed?
Yeah, it's a grain.
Oh, it's a grain.
Yeah,
A big grain then? It must be a big grain.
they're little. They're little.
Yeah, but they're giving them to you whole.
Uh huh.
So are they smaller than rice? A grain of rice?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like a chia seed, maybe
Yeah, I got you.
maybe a little bigger.
Chia. You remember those?
Uh huh. Maybe like a kind of a hemp seed.
Okay. What do you sprinkle those on? Salads?
Oh yeah. In my oatmeal, in the pancakes, if I make, I like putting chia seeds in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eat the hell out of them, chia seeds and hemp seeds. I can't hardly find the hemp seeds around here though. I have to order them online now.
Kentucky is going to start growing hemp, so you should be able to get some from there.
Right. We're allowed to sell them, though. We might get a good market of it then. So they could have it in
Eventually, they'll
Ohio.
pass things like that because we don't really have industry up here anymore. So agriculture's our kind of our thing, and why would we miss the boat on it? You know, I mean, you can make
Right, but I wouldn't have to go to Kentucky to get the hemp seeds. We
Yeah,
could
yeah,
sell it
it'd be
here. Like
nice,
they'll
yeah.
import it to Ohio, if that's what you want to call it, ship it up here. It would be like, if they're making it there, you'd think the market would get bigger here, or they would be selling more. I don't know.
Kit Kat and Longhorn again.
Kit Kat, we're talking about food.
Yep. I think that's just coincidence.
Longhorn.
I think they're just random.
They're on a food thing tonight. Like the commercials are controlling our podcast
Well, I got
subliminally.
insurance and Post-it notes, and also AT&T digital something broadband connection or something.
Well, it's kale and spinach.
I can't really eat kale, but
You
I
gotta
love
just
spinach.
you do like 3-to-1 spinach and kale in a salad or something. That's what I do. Like
I don't like the texture of kale though.
it's not the best, but if you steam
But
it helps a
I
little
don't
bit.
need
but,
it that much.
But if in the eggs, it gets real soft and it
No.
don't be a puss. That's like a superfood. That's one of the most nutritious vegetables.
Yeah, but spinach is very nutritious and it has a much better texture.
Pussy.
Hardline, listen, if I can eat something that's
You're one of those people, huh? Like I want to do it all, but I just want to like eat what I
Listen.
like.
Copper
I don't
is
wanna
not the very
acquire-
best conductor of electricity, but it's a lot cheaper than silver, so we use copper. You know what I mean? It's not always what the best is for
Hey.
you, it's what's the most,
You could eat for $5 a day at McDonald's.
Yeah, but why would you want to do that? For $5 a day, I could have a whole bunch of beans and rice and get plenty.
But you got to go make it all. All right, whatever.
That's right.
I tried to sell a point and
You could.
it wasn't sold. I had the wrong point.
Do you find that it's expensive to eat healthy?
No, I
That's
don't.
what I think. That's people
I do
don't.
not.
Whenever you try to get the prepackaged meals and eat healthy, yeah, you got to spend a lot. But if you're just getting things that are good for you, like basic things,
Oh yeah,
you're doing all the preparation yourself.
And you
so
know
they don't
what?
cost as
And
much.
you also like. I'm always
Kale cleanses
prepared.
your liver. I know.
So,
but
I
then
don't-
Spinach does too. Then
I don't. I don't want to go. I'm not gonna be like out and like, oh, I got to stop at this gas station and get a snack because I don't have food with me. I'm always prepared. That adds up. You can't go into a gas station. It's hard to spend under $5. Like you could do it,
yeah,
but
in a
like,
gas station, it's hard to spend under.
but I'm
$5,
saying like,
yeah.
or even if you're like, oh, otherwise, what are you gonna stop through McDonald's or whatever? What I do if I get caught, occasionally it happens, and if I don't have any food prepared with me, or like a snack or something, try to go to a grocery store if I find one. Like and go to like find something good.
If we had a studio, we could have a to-go window, and we could just make up like things, and people could come by and just be like, what did you make today? I'll buy it. You
I
ever thought about doing something like that? You got all these recipes.
oh yeah, I don't know.
Some people like to eat healthy. They may pay the extra money for it. But if you could keep it around $10 a meal, most people are paying that anyway at fast food.
They have what's that? Is it naturebox.com? We're giving them a plug. Free plug. I don't know. They have like a meal plan
system where they deliver it to you.
Yeah.
And it goes through the mail?
It comes in on like dry ice.
Oh, okay. So you might even get like a meat with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. How much is it though? $20 a meal? That's got to be pretty expensive, man. Shipping would be like
$10
$7
a meal.
How much?
$10 a meal, maybe.
Oh, it's probably more than that. Shipping would be expensive on that, man.
It's like a monthly, it's a repetitive, so they're always withdrawing it probably or whatever. But think about that. That's $30 a day if they send 3 meals.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So I definitely
Think about this. Think about if you
definitely
go
wanna do that.
to like a gas station and McDonald's or whatever, or I'm not gonna throw them under the bus, a fast food restaurant, and like once a day and get a meal. Like if you get a meal, it's probably $5.
It's probably more than $5.
But it probably is now. We'll just say $5, and you do that 5 days a week. This is only one time a day. Some people go like 2 or 3 times to fast food joint a day.
Depending
Breakfast,
on how busy your life is,
breakfast, yeah. Which I don't got time to do that. My life is too busy. I'm not going through the drive-through.
You got to keep a
I'm
lunchbox
prepared.
with you.
Yeah. But anyhow, $5 times 5 is $25. Oh, that's $100 a month right there.
Yeah.
Imagine the groceries you can get for $100. Some good wholesome
Not as much
food.
as you used to be able to get, but these prices should be coming down because the trend should be gas goes down, then the next 2 years food prices should go down because shipping should go. You know what I mean? If you cut the gas price in half, you're pretty much cutting the shipping price. Well, I guess not. But you are cutting a lot of the money off the shipping price. So we should see some savings at the grocery store eventually.
You got to talk closer into. Actually, I don't even know if we have. I can't even tell if we have sound.
Well, no one is saying they can't hear me. So.
All right. Well, it's not registering here, but.
So hopefully we'll see some lower grocery prices at the grocery store, man. That's what I'm looking for, and that should happen within the next year or two.
That'd be awesome.
Heck yeah,
I would
it'd
like
be
to
awesome.
see more available organic foods. Like there are not enough selection. There's certain things
I think you would have better luck going with getting more people to grow gardens locally and trade with you.
Right. Well, we're hopefully gonna have a better turnout of our.
I thought about starting another Facebook page called like Produce Barter. Pokelicious here's is fine.
Okay, thank you.
Starting like a
That sounds kind of cool though.
farmer's market online, and you can barter your fruits and vegetables.
Right, but that's what a farmer's market really is. You might as well just meet with everybody and.
But this
barter.
way, it's easier to if you can't get. I work Saturdays, all during the.
I
farm,
know.
I
I
can't
can
get
never.
down there.
I'm pissed. I can't ever make it to that.
I can
thing.
never make it. And I work Friday, Saturdays,
Me
and
too.
Sundays, so I can never get down there. But if I could get a hold of somebody on a Monday, that'd be perfect because that's my day off. So it would be like Chillicothe Online Farmers Market, First Capital Online Farmers Market, Paper City Online Farmers Market. I should just go ahead and register all these websites just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First Capital, that's what everyone, either First Capital or something to do with the canal. The canal stop.
The canal.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. There's probably something called the canal stop.
I think that would be a good idea. And then you can encourage people to, somebody just grows a lot of one thing and you get on there and you talk to people like, well, what are you guys going to grow? And I'll make sure to grow something else.
The canal market.
I seen some guy who made a mushroom farm. He took like logs, drilled holes in them, the tops and the sides of all of them, and he said it took 2 to 3 years, but you'll start seeing. And he was growing shiitake mushrooms, and it was awesome. And it was tiny. It was smaller than the area this desk is taking up.
Holy shit!
And he had an outside dehydrator that was a piece of culvert cut in half, 2 tubes like this, and old sliding glass doors like in a pyramid on top of them and closed off on the end. Well, not closed off all the way. It just had a small vent. It would heat up the air and push it up through the middle of this big building, and he dehydrated everything outside. It was awesome.
I've been watching this Castle Preppers or Castle Doomsday Prepper series. They had
Okay.
one season.
Yeah.
This guy wanting to build a castle for his family, and he
Okay.
has his kids
I
out
think
there.
I've seen stuff like that before. Maybe not this
So he has
exact
his
one.
kids out there helping him get it together. They're all adults, but they're helping him finish it to be
Yeah.
ready for if something happens. Sends the one boy out to this gardener guy, and this guy was showing like a plan of a doomsday garden, a prepper garden, and it was basically they were in the garden and the boy couldn't tell they were in it, and he showed it. He made it into a ring, so he had like a tree in the middle, like an apple tree, and then he had a ring of something around that and around that and around that, and then there's all this cover and stuff too, or it just like you couldn't really tell you were in a garden, but it was like it was full of all kinds of nutrients
Yeah.
and stuff, or nutritious
I'll
foods.
tell you, this guy did something awesome too. Like he had little portable gardens that were like half of a barrel, and he had like a rope system where he get some ropes around, and he would move them like when he needed to move them for the sun, and he would keep them right outside. There was like a big walkway right outside of his kitchen, so he would just go pick everything fresh, and he just move them, and it was like a sweet little system. He was cutting barrels in half, you know what I mean, and just using it like that. He had all the, spices, peppers, tomatoes. He even had corn, like 5 big stalks of corn growing in this one. It was sweet. I'd love to do something like that. He raised goats. He ate goose eggs.
Really?
He said they're the best eggs, and the geese eat something that he had readily available right there.
How about quail eggs? They're pretty good. They're really nutritious. They're like 5 times more nutritious than a chicken egg.
Pokelicious says there's a guy somewhere that does the mushroom thing locally. I'd like to see his setup.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
He has I wonder what kind of mushrooms.
I know.
Wonder if
Morels
they do
are popular.
variety.
Morels are popular
People are
around here,
growing
and they're
them?
pretty expensive per pound.
People are growing them.
I don't think so. I think that people just, they
I don't
naturally.
think you can grow them.
Oh, yeah, you can
Can
get
you?
seeds.
They're
But
not
for
seeds,
around
they're
here,
spores.
they just. Yeah. Come on, man.
Get your holy
Jeez.
shiitake. Get it right.
Come on, man.
Get your
Jeez
morals right.
Louise. Oh, I can't wait. Mushroom season will be coming up here in about 2 months. April-ish.
He's called the Mushroom Man.
Yeah.
Do you know the Mushroom Man? The Mushroom Man. The Mushroom Man.
We got about 15 minutes left, man.
Really?
Yep.
What happened?
No
Holy
guest.
shiitake.
No tech guy.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
I hope that one of them's watching.
Yeah.
A-holes. We're gonna shout out
he
that
lives in Ray.
we're gonna shout out the No Town Saints.
No Town Saints. Yeah, they got an awesome little podcast.
We should probably shout it out at the beginning because if they ever
He does
watch it.
shiitake mushrooms. Sorry to keep interrupting. Pogalicious has got all kinds of information.
But we love their little skits they do before
Yeah.
their podcast.
Some of them are really funny.
They probably get it online or something and then just play it out, like talk it out.
What do you mean? Someone writes it for them?
It's probably do you think they write it?
I bet they write it.
I don't got time to do that.
I can't say that. I got all kinds of time.
Yeah, you got all kinds of time and couldn't even do match the Mexican mango video.
I know.
We're supposed to be doing skits.
I'm lame. I'm a dirtbag. What can I say?
And yeah, you are.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh.
Oh!
Dirtbag. Wait. I'm trying to do it backwards. Ew. Wait.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably about right. Sounds feasible. Close approximation.
So that's what's gonna happen every time you do it. I'm gonna do it in reverse.
Let's see if Frankie will come back on, man.
We want to
Talk
hear
to
his
him for a
story.
while.
So did him and the girl didn't work out?
Who?
He came back for a girl, or did he move to New York for a girl?
Frankie King Dirtbag? I was
Yeah.
talking about Francois
Francois.
Rouleau, yeah.
Yeah.
No, King Dirtbag is on another adventure. He's supposed to go hiking with me March 1st on the Appalachian Trail, but he went down to like West Palm Beach, Florida or something.
Wow,
Just got a
okay.
job at Marco's Pizza and was like, fuck it, I'm leaving. And he said he'd meet me there the first.
Wow, God. Now he's
Yeah.
in Florida?
Now he's in Florida for however long. I don't know.
Wow, it's crazy.
The
man.
adventure never ends. We need to see. This is why we need to be able to get the IP addresses.
Yeah.
Because we could just use any computer where he's at to see what's going on down with the King Dirtbag.
Wow, man, he's just doing it.
It's just doing it, man. He's out there just living
He's
life.
living.
Man. Just
L-I-V-E.
living.
He's just getting up and living, man.
Yeah.
He's living the dream.
Yep.
He's like relinquished all responsibilities.
Yep. It is fun. I love living out of the tent. There ain't nothing like being on the trail, man.
L-I-V-I-N.
Hiking, being on the trail.
He ain't on the trail though.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's what happens when you don't put any roots in. You're like a tumbleweed.
Yeah. And we missed Tom Edwards before he
Left.
Left.
He's already gone.
Is he gone already? I know he's leaving soon. He doesn't have time to come in before he
He's a
leaves
free
if he hasn't left. And
He's a free spirit dirtbag.
yeah, and
Showtime commercial.
no, Tom is not a free spirit
No, I
dirtbag.
I think she's talking about the King
I know,
Dirtbag.
but you like people don't know you're that.
Oh, I'm reading the comments.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's definitely a free spirit.
Anyhow,
Mr. Edwards.
we need a tech person or something to hopefully figure out the
Yeah, we
IP
can see what's
thing.
going on with
Maybe
it down
Tom
there.
can send us his IP. Maybe he knows his IP address.
Yeah.
Because I talked to him about it, and he would do one from Brazil,
Nice.
or when he gets back. But we need to talk to him about how his book is doing. It's on Amazon for $14.95
Digital copies are now available.
for Kindle.
Or
Go
there's a-
download your copies now.
If you want him to get more of the profit, just go to him and find out where he wants you to go because he has a smaller
Right, there's his website probably.
and he gets more of that.
Shit,
money.
what's that? What was that? I could go back and look. Maybe the travel.
Oh yeah. Man.
Well, I wasn't prepared. What episode was he? Oh, there's Mickey Rourke's fight. Okay, here we go.
Broken String. No, that's
that's
the name
his-
of his book.
TuneUpandTravel.com.
Yeah. Well done, Hardline.
Bam.
I wish I had my shit together like that.
TuneUpandTravel.com.
Yeah. You got a Sweetwater
And
shirt too?
there should be a what?
You got a Sweetwater shirt and
Oh,
a
yeah.
poster?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got hooked up.
This guy's in love.
I just got hooked up.
Oh, it's
I-
free?
Yeah.
Oh, well
Yeah.
done.
TuneUpandTravel.com, and I'm sure there's something there, a link. If not, if you can't get the book there, I'm sure there's a link to where you can get it on that
Yeah.
website. And I haven't got a chance to read the book yet, but I've heard great things about it. We got that. The 15-second delay just
The
kicked in.
15-second delay, yep.
So-
Pokelicious is on her game tonight,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Making me feel bad about
online tech.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tech support, online tech support. But there'll probably be the link to where he wants you to get the book on his website.
I'd say so.
But that's a cool website too, though, man. It tells you how to go and travel and make money while you're traveling
Yeah.
to pay for it. I would love to go to Brazil and Peru and Machu Picchu and
Tom has musical talent, though.
I have
You have
I have fighting
instruments.
talent.
Yeah, that's true. But how much money
It's
can
part
you
of it.
make?
I looked on his thing. They like people want instruction like personal training or martial arts instruction.
Yeah, but if you don't have any money, how are you going to be able to get a license? Or they don't even care down there
Why do you need a license anywhere?
to train people. Yeah, I think you may need some type of training yourself to learn how to train people in something.
I don't have training.
I don't know, man.
I train people.
The state's
right,
going to want their cut, is what I'm saying. You got to pay the state their cut.
right. It's your money you make. I guess you pay taxes on it. If you don't make over a certain amount, you probably don't have to report it like in America, right?
I don't know. You might be right.
Oh, I get one little idea, and he wants to just slay it down.
Dream Slayer.
What a
Yeah,
dick.
Yeah, I'm
Dirtbag.
sorry. It was just a natural reaction.
It was just like not even a serious idea. It was just
Yeah,
like,
man,
oh, you
of
know,
course you can do it, man.
I'd like to go down.
Go down
around
to
there,
Brazil
man.
and support yourself at being a fighter. I believe in you, man. Do it. I do believe in you.
Jeez,
I just know you're going to
man.
fail.
I don't want to go down there and be a fighter. I could use that
Trainer.
to make money to travel and see the world. Yeah.
Okay, go for it, bro. I'm saying you might want to have a backup. Learn a different skill. Computers.
All right. There,
Might
see,
need a little
I
more
got it.
training than that.
No, they'll feel sorry for me.
You have to learn how to play the uke.
Yeah, I just watched the show on Netflix last night called Around the World on 4 Strings or something like that. And it was about a guy playing the uke. He started when he was 4. He got a ukulele.
Yeah.
And he can play like rock, classical, jazz, like any.
He started when he was 4.
Yeah, he's badass on this ukulele. And he can play like super fast. It's crazy. It's like I don't even know how he can make a sound like that as fast
And it
as
was
he's
on
going.
Netflix.
Yeah,
What's it called? I might check
Around
it
the World on 4 Strings, I think. We'll check when we get off of here, and it'll be on my recently
Yeah.
watched. It was really crazy. It
That
was
sounds
good.
awesome.
It was good. But he travels the world, gets paid to travel and do
Shows.
demonstration or talk to kids about ukulele and just demonstrate,
Oh, yeah.
promote the ukulele.
That's cool as crap, man.
Yeah. It is.
He's living it up. He's probably been to some amazing places.
I bet he had some dick like you tell him you're not going to make it. It's a
The
ukulele.
bro. Come on, man.
You can't play
Come
You
on.
can't play classical
really?
with
The
a ukulele.
ukulele?
It's from fucking Hawaii. You gotta. What's that shit called? That. What the uke was really made for? Hawaiian music, like that sound. What's it?
Luau.
Yeah. But it's evolved now.
Yeah.
But yeah. Come on, dude. It's made for luau's. You can't
Come
be
on,
going
man.
rocking with that. No
Yeah.
AC/DC on
What
the
are you trying to
uke.
play, Nirvana?
God damn.
Ah.
It'll never work. That sounds horrible.
I give quite the pep talk.
And then like the world's like, oh my God, that guy's rocking Nirvana on the ukulele.
I've been waiting for this. I've been dreaming at this at night. I just could never remember till now.
Shit, man.
Rocking the uke. Yeah, anyway, so you should learn the uke.
Well, I can play chords and make my own song, but I can't. I don't know what.
You can play chords and make your own songs?
Yeah.
They're just random?
Like I can keep it like play them through like a song.
Okay.
Like what's a song? It's playing chords.
Yeah, that sound good together?
Yeah.
Do you just play random chords?
No, I make it sound good.
Okay, I believe
I'm not
you,
just
man.
like ding 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 ding.
Listen,
like,
I believe
keep it
you.
a rhythm. That's what you got to keep a
believe
rhythm.
you.
Jesus, we're about to fucking throw down right now.
No,
Chubbs.
I'm saying you're good at the uke.
Jesus. You're gonna fail on that Appalachian Trail. Let me tell you, you are not gonna make it. You're gonna get like halfway through one state and
You'll
be like, oh,
"Ah."
This is stupid. What
My
am I doing?
back hurts.
Yeah. Oh, it's cold. I'm wet.
I don't believe people that doubt me though, so you're gonna have a hard time getting me to believe that.
God.
What do you think I got this beard for?
Hey, what? So you want to? Are you gonna have? Do you have a special hat, like turned up on one side, like?
When I'm hiking?
Yeah.
I do have. I have a summer hat, and
It's
then
like
I have a
turned
winter. I have a balaclava.
Oh,
for
those
the
are
winter.
good.
Yeah, they are.
Baklava.
They're very nice.
They're like those layer, like
You can pull it up
with
over
the
your
icing
face,
on
or
it.
you can
Baklava.
balaclava. Yeah.
That shit you eat.
No, baklava. That went right over my head, man. You're funny. You are funny.
Oh,
Billy
man.
clava? Nah, man. Baklava. Shit.
Oh man.
Oh!
So it's a special
Another viewer just popped in, so
Yes, we want to thank you guys for joining us tonight.
you popped in at the wrong time, man. We're out of here.
No, they were in. They just
Don't forget to follow us. Follow us on Ustream. We got to beat
Yes.
47, and we're at 43.
Yeah, we have
Get
Vendetta.
the word out.
So make sure, yeah, you got an account. Follow us, and then it'll probably show and share when we're posting and when we're coming on.
Yeah,
It'll give you a notification, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
it will. It'll send you a email if you follow somebody and say, "Hey,
Chubbs, ditch that beard, show that pretty face, like karaoke said too.
in the spring, there is a how much time? We got 7 minutes. Maybe next week. I think I mentioned it
We
with
got 3
Luke.
minutes.
There is a beard contest up in Columbus, and I
Oh.
think they're going to come back next year. So I'd like to be prepared for it.
Yeah, but
It's
you're
like
gonna go like
7 months.
you're
from
gonna
now.
go Duck Dynasty on it. That's what it's gonna be.
No,
in
man,
7
I'm
months.
going Burt's Bees on it. Burt's Beeswax.
Have you seen that show on Netflix?
Yes,
That's
I
a good
love
one.
That. Yeah,
He got kind of screwed, but he didn't care.
yeah, but he didn't care
He,
anyway.
he didn't. Yeah, but that's a
Yeah,
good
he kind
show.
of did. That lady kind of screwed him over in the end, but hey,
Yeah.
man, I guess be on your game better.
His face is on it, everything though.
So yeah, I want to.
That dude was a hippie.
Yeah, he was. No, he was just. I would call him almost like a redneck. I wouldn't call him a hippie.
He didn't. He
No running water. I know that house he's lived in for like 20, 30
that
years.
was like totally off the grid, man.
And then he built a brand new house, and it was like 20 by 20 with a fireplace and a sink to brush your teeth and cook and eat from.
Beast, man. Like,
Yeah.
I admire that dude.
Yeah, that takes commitment.
And like, just not giving a shit. He had a personal assistant.
Wood burning stove.
Let him around and tell him what to do.
Yeah.
Bert, we're going to this show in Japan.
Yeah, he goes all around the world.
Oh.
He's going all around the world too, and they're
Because of
paying
his
him.
face.
Yeah,
They're paying
because
him
of
now
his
because
face.
of his face. It's on the Burt's Bees. So they think they're seeing the bee guy. He
That's
doesn't own it. He doesn't own it
Not
anymore.
anymore. He may own a very small percentage,
But
like
not-
2 or 3%, something
maybe.
like that. Which it's probably valuable because they've expanded.
All right. Yes, it could be very well.
He ain't gonna win. My beard is fierce. I've already got some excellent marbling in it between my blonde and I may be going gray soon because I'm in
Oh,
my
that'll be
face.
sweet.
I know, and the more marbling you have, the more color you have, the more points you score.
Yeah.
It's not just the shape and how. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into the judging of a beard at these competitions. So, I think I'm. We'll talk about it next week.
Right.
gonna
Let's
enter
talk
and-
about it next week. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. And we love you all, Blue Wallers.
And we'll see
and
you
Blue
next week.
Ballers. Peace.
Follow.